Hello, I am Rosamari Pamatian of Section 3E26 Mindanao Cluster, third year student. And I'll be presenting my learning activities on mental health awareness. And these activities are designed to emphasize the use of domains in learning activities. And we are going to point out what verb is being used and why it belongs to the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. Now let's start with the first domain, which is the cognitive domain, with the topic understanding mental health. Number one learning activity is define mental health and its importance. The verb being used here is define. This activity requires students to understand and explain the concept of mental health, emphasizing the cognitive domain's focus on knowledge and comprehension. Number two, explain common mental health disorders, like for example, anxiety, depression. So explain, the verb here is explain. Why? This activity requires students to describe and interpret mental health disorders, applying their knowledge and understanding. Number three, analyze the impact of the social media on mental health. The verb here is analyze. So the students requires to break down the effects of social media on mental health, demonstrating critical thinking and analysis. So again, the verb here is analyze. Okay. Number four, evaluate the benefits of seeking help for mental health issues. So the verb being used here is the word evaluate. It requires students to assess the advantages of seeking help for mental health, applying their knowledge and understanding to make informed decisions. The last one is identify signs and symptoms of mental health struggles. What verb being used here? The word is identify. This activity requires students to recognize and identify mental health struggles, applying their knowledge and their understanding to real-life situations. Those are under cognitive domain. Now let's proceed to another domain, which is the affective domain, with the topic emotional well-being. Number one learning activity, express your feelings about mental health and stigma. What is the verb here being used as affective domain? The word is express. It requires students to share and acknowledge their emotions about mental health, emphasizing the affective domain's focus on feelings and attitude. Number two, reflect on a time when you experience stress or anxiety. So the word being used here as verb is the word reflect. It requires students to think about and share their personal experiences, developing self-awareness and empathy. Number three, value the importance of self-care and mental wellness. The verb is value. This activity requires students to appreciate and prioritize self-care, internalizing the importance of mental wellness. Number four, appreciate the role of support system in mental health. The verb is appreciate. This activity requires students to recognize and value support systems, developing a positive attitude towards seeking help. And the last one, number five, internalize positive affirmations about mental health. What is the verb here? The word is internalize. So this activity requires students to absorb and believe positive affirmations, emphasizing the affective domain's focus on values and attitudes. Now let's go to the last domain, which is psychomotor domain. The topic is mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Number one learning activity, demonstrate deep breathing exercise for relaxation. The verb is demonstrate. Why is it under psychomotor domain because this activity requires students to show and appreciate relaxation techniques. Emphasizing the psychomotor domains focus on physical skills. Alright? Number 2, perform a simple meditation technique. The verb is perform. This activity requires students to practice and execute a meditation technique and applying physical skills to achieve relaxation. Number 3, execute progressive muscle relaxation exercise. Okay, the verb or the action word here is execute. This activity requires students to carry out and practice relaxation exercise, demonstrating physical skills and techniques. Alright? Number 4, learning activity. Create a mindfulness jar or relaxation kit. The word is create. Why? Because this activity requires students to design and make a mindfulness tool, applying physical skills and creativity. Alright, let's go to the last learning activity under psychomotor domain. Number 5, practice yoga or stretching exercise for stress relief. The verb is practice. Practice because this activity requires students to perform and repeat physical exercises. Emphasizing the psychomotor domains focus on physical skills and techniques. And that's all for today. I hope these activities have emphasized the importance of using domains in learning activities. By incorporating cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains, we can create a more comprehensive and effective learning experience. Thank you very much for watching.